Good evening and welcome in here to TSSR Game Time Live's coverage of West Prairie Sports. West Prairie Sports presented by McDonough Telephone Cooperative. Also, one of our sponsors, JoJo's Gaming Parlor. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live events. Live on the big screens. Join your friends at JoJo's located at 776 North Cole Street, Bushnell, and cheer our area teams on to victory. Tonight, the Elmwood Trojans take on the West Prairie Cyclones here tonight. And was in talking to their coach. Well, they're about as banged up. The Cyclones will be without Peyton McGrew tonight due to an ankle injury. So, and the Trojans are down a few as well. So, going to be kind of a short night for both of the teams here this evening. And Will, it's that time of year, flu, injuries, all that kind of stuff is starting to be a huge factor for the teams down the stretch.
Especially weather too. I mean, you know, we're here in Colchester. There's no water over here anymore. What's a boil order, I think?
Yes, boil order. And hey, I want to say that, and I don't know if any of them are listening or viewing tonight, but I want to say a huge thank you. And folks, call down to the City Hall and thank our guys for getting that done. Hey, that was a huge above and beyond. So please, if you can, call in and thank the guys that City Hall that did all the great work on that. That is something that is a way over and beyond that they did, from what I understand, about 24 hours straight to work on that, and in not very fun conditions. We'll get the lineup for you in just a moment. Ball is tapped up and in the hands of the Trojans, number 33, Anna Salverson. In the lane it goes, be tipped out of bounds as we get going here. Also out there on the floor, number 34, Tinley Smith, joined by, and that's the problem with girls with long hair, they drop droops in front of their numbers. Alex Begner in there as well. The pass nearly tapped away. And picked up by Jade Conley. Conley, a few bounces to the near side. Looking in the post, can't get it in there. Now swings it out top over 4. Smith down the lane, cut off nicely by Eddie Stanbury and Braylon Reeves. Shot up, no good. Rebound fought for, tied up. And I believe that will be a West Prairie possession. Cyclones coming back the other way. Bring it up. Josie Hodges, Braylon Reeves, Eddie Stanbury, also Ashlyn Kelly and Madison McClure on the floor for West Prairie. Stanbury out top with it, holds it overhead, passes over to Hodges. Had Kelly in the lane, couldn't get there. Trying to load her in the post as Hodges dribbles, man on man. Actually, yep, man on man put on here by the Trojans. McClure picks up her dribble and then accidentally bounces it out of bounds. So back it'll go. Now they are doing 7-minute quarters. I did ask this time. Because once in a while I am smart enough to learn. As Alex Begner dribbles it out, Alexis Begner dribbles it out here, holds it out top. Comes out on the wing, out to Juliet Coulter. Shot is no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Stanbury, and they'll come back the other way. McClure has it now, dribbling on the far side, cut off in the baseline to Kelly, to Hodges. Dribbles in, lays it up, a little long, and the rebound, well, pulled away. Well, actually, Kelly steals it, puts it up and in. After all that, the result is 2-0 Cyclones. Ashlyn Kelly with the bucket. Now bouncing out top, working it out there for Salverson. Threw the pass away. She was trying to get it down to Begner. And now a little soft pressure, I guess you could call it. As Hodges breaks it down the far side. Comes to McClure. McClure a bounce over to Stanbury. 5-minute mark here of this first quarter. And Salverson nearly pokes it away. Stanbury recovers. Bounces, and it is stolen away there now by Coulter. Coulter up the far sideline. Kelly in front of her, tips it. Begner picked it up, fight for it on the floor, lost out of bounds. And it'll be West Prairie basketball. Braylon Reeves ready to bring it in to Hodges. Josie Hodges dribbling up here, comes to the far side to McClure, out to Stanberry. Wheels it around to Hodges, down the lane for Kelly. Had to take a dribble to gather it. Stanberry out to Hodges. Passes to McClure. Back to Hodges. They work it around to Reeves. Reeves a catch, dribbles, pulls up to Hodges. They continue to work it around here, looking for something. Hodges dribbles down, hands off to McClure. McClure out on the far baseline. Up for Stanberry. And Stanberry, Begner able to swat it away from her. Takes it, she's 1-on-2 and goes off the leg of Braylon Reeves and out of bounds. Substitutions for both as number 51, Agatha Bauman, checking in, placing Begner. And also coming in, Liv Barkley. Lob in to Salverson. And stepped on the sideline. Trying to get it. Now we'll bring it in bounds. And caught him on the sideline. It looks spacious, but it is kind of a short sideline, Will. And now McClure with it. A bounce out to Stanberry, over to Barkley. Barkley on the dribble, extends, puts it up and in, and the Cyclones lead 4-0. 4-0 here, back in a hurry the other way. Bauman at the throttle, out to Salverson, swings it, wants to come far side, lobs it down low. Ashlyn Kelly a steal, and she'll look to bring it up the court. Out for Stanberry, Addie Stanberry down the lane, puts it up, can't get it to go. And Bauman will bring it back the other way. Bauman slows it up here, 3:20 left to go in this first quarter. Cut off out in the corner, kicks it out there for Conley. She'll scoot, and then that one's stolen away by Barkley. Liv Barkley with the breakaway, couldn't get it to go. And back they'll come the other way. Now a 2-on-1 situation, bounce down Kelly, the near steal. It is flipped out of bounds by Smith. Charlie Kindheart in. Salverson goes out as coming in Grace Kelsey. Also checking in Layla Strom. So they're basically using all y'all. Box offensive set on the inbounds, look to trigger in, hold. Bouncing in, spinning in the paint is Kelsey. Passes it out there to Bauman. Bauman on the swing. Out on the sideline, looks to dribble a little bit. Now swings it back out to Kelsey up top. She'll give on the bounce. As working it on the way is Coulter. Had to gather it near half court and fight for it, and Stanberry pulls it out of there, dribbled it off the back of the leg to Reeves. Reeves in the lane, shot on the way. The fade away, no good. And they'll pick it up and bring it out. Trojans push it here, 2:25 first quarter. Strom with it, puts it out, and Barkley with the steal. Liv Barkley right in the lane, puts it up and puts it in. 6-0 Cyclones. And back they'll come. Coulter out top with it. Swings it over for Kelsey, gets it back. Now picks it above her head and wings it over to Strom. Strom down the side, batted away. Gathers it back in, brings it in the paint, and shot is up, and it'll stick. Tinley Smith gets one to stick, and it makes it 6-2. Barkley now back the other way. She gets it back from Reeves, up to McClure. Gives a look at Kindheart. To Stanberry, Eddie Stanberry out to McClure. McClure gonna dribble, waits and dribbles in, gets it taken away or tied up. And more substitutions. Emily Anderson will make an appearance. Also coming in, Alexis Begner. I'm going to have to get a big score sheet to keep this all track out. Minute and a half left to go first quarter. 6-2 lead here for the Cyclones. Begner dribbles around, driving in, shot on the way, no good. Barkley the rebound, and she'll look to push it up. Has a fairly clear lane to attack. Kick out to McClure, 3 up and on the way, no good, and the rebound tapped. Reeves is going to recover it as it batted out of bounds by Anderson. The Cyclone ball. Elena Phelps will come in, replacing Addie Stanberry for West Prairie. And now Barkley will bring it in bounds. Kindart was going to take it in. Another substitution, Kenda Nelson in. She replaced Braylon Reeves. Into McClure. She'll look to dribble as they set up a high 1-4 set. Try to bounce to Barkley, nope, and Strom going to pick it up, driving the lane on Barkley, blocked, two-handed. The two-handed stuff for Liv Barkley. That was actually Bauman dribbling it up. Bringing in the ball inbounds will be Strom. Trying to trigger it in, another box offensive set in the lane, bring it down. And a near steal there by Phelps. Kicks it back out for Begner. Shot and the dreaded long two dropped in by Emily Anderson. And it makes it 6-4. Barkley and McClure work it up. And Nelson, she kind of had her eyes elsewhere, went to catch it and let it go off her hands and out of bounds. And with 35 seconds left, they'll bring it up. Begner gets it up quickly to Anderson. Anderson working out top. Swings it over for Strom. Strom giving a look. Looks to load it in the lane to Leslie. Kick back out. Begner trying to drive baseline. Cut off there nicely by Barkley and McClure. Out in the corner, working it for Strom. Strom driving lane, bounced it. And Bauman wasn't quite ready for the pass. Turns it over. Cutsinger will come in, replacing McClure for West Prairie. 11 seconds left. Into Phelps. Phelps gonna have to go with it. Hands it off to Barkley. 6 seconds with 5. Barkley gonna have to get into it. Out to Nelson. Nelson looking, got to get a shot off. And did not at the end of one quarter play. 6-4. Cyclones with the lead. Let's take this timeout on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
My name is Kelsey Cunningham. I'm a nurse practitioner with the cardiology department here at McDonough District Hospital. Cardiology is like a big puzzle. A lot of things can be traced back to the heart, and to see somebody in your office at the beginning of the process really down on themselves and, not feeling like their best self, and I think in their mind never really thinking that they're going to recover from that, to fast forward 6 months where they're back doing things they once did. It's the ultimate goal, and I love to see it happen.
And we are back here for the second quarter of play. And again, 7-minute quarters going on here in this one. On the floor for the Cyclones, Addie Stanberry, Kenda Nelson, Chloe Cutsinger, Elena Phelps, and Josie Hodges. Cutsinger will bring it inbounds to Hodges. And Josie Hodges will work it up. Spins, wants to come far side to Nelson. Nelson a quick bounce up to Phelps. Phelps pivots, turns. Wanted to come to Cutsinger. Can't. Comes to Hodges instead. We'll get the Trojan lineup for you in just a second. Nelson with it. On the far side, picks it up, spins. Comes out to Phelps. Phelps back to Nelson. Getting out to Cutsinger, and finally got a foul called as Begner almost came over the top of Cutsinger. That's first on the team, first in this quarter. And now Hodges will bring it in on the inbounds. Looking in. Lobbed in for Stanberry. Stanberry gonna drive, dribble it off her foot and out of bounds. Tried to go in on Smith. It is Tinley Smith. Also out there, Alexis Begner, joined by Jade Conley with the basketball now, dribbling it up. Had it poked away. Salverson is out there along with Smith. And now with the basketball, they bring it down low in the paint. Gonna work it out there, coming out. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound tipped around, a fight for it. Nelson dragging it out of there. McClure will check in. Kenda Nelson out for West Prairie. Kelsey looking to bring it in. tapped and away, and a fight for it. Jump ball possession, or should say West Prairie. That will turn it over. Cutsinger will bring it inbounds. I'll bring it up against some pressure here. Hodges trying to work the far side. Bursts ahead as she had somebody fall off of her. And Josie Hodges right to the hole for the 2 and makes it 8-4. Working out there, Begner gets a screen from Salverson, kick out in the corner. Set it up, and Stanberry ties. Oh, they're going to whistle a foul. Actually whistling the foul on Hodges. Liv Barkley in, Hodges out for West Prairie. Again, without the services of Peyton McGrew tonight. They look to trigger it in, wanting to find Begner out top. Got it to her. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound tipped around and scooped up, shot again. Fight for it underneath, and this time they're going to whistle foul. I would guess that is Phelps on the, yep, I guessed it. I know her, and she does that. Salverson will shoot it on the way. Free throw's good. Ashlyn Kelly in, Eddie Stanberry out. Also in is Layla Strom. And actually, it was Phelps they were taking out. Salverson will be up the line. Free throw is a little short. Rebound tipped, and McClure able to secure it. Madison McClure will lead the charge up the court and try to get to Stanberry. Couldn't quite catch it. Turns it over. You applaud him for the effort on that at this point in the game. You don't mind a little bit of push here and there. On the run with it is Conley. Conley working on the far side, throws the pass out. And finally chasing it down with Strom, bouncing lane to Salverson. And they're going to get Barkley with the reach over. And that is the third on the team. Braylon Reeves will come back in. Cutsinger will go out. Ready to trigger in on the stack play. Into the corner. Begner shot on the way. No good. Rebound fought for Salverson right there to put it up and in. So they've cut it down to a 1-point lead for West Prairie. Liv Barkley on the dribble, coming up the court for McClure. McClure try to catch out into Kelly. Kelly in the paint for Stanberry. Eddie Stanberry, shot on the way is good. Nice looking shot. 10-7, 3-point advantage here, 4:50, clock rolling, second quarter. As Conley has it tapped away. Now bring it in. Triggering in is Strom from the sideline. Another box offensive set. And looking into Begner, gets it into her. She'll dribble out top there. Cyclones man on man. Look like it coming to the corner. Now for Conley. Conley matched up with McClure out top. And that one's stolen away by Barkley. Barkley trying to get ahead of Begner. Goes up. Can't get it to go. Rebound fought for and pulled out of there by Strom. Strom avoids several Cyclones, bringing up the court. Drives into McClure and travel. Anderson will check back in for Elmwood, the Trojans. 10-7 Cyclone lead, 4:15. Clock moving in the second quarter as Reeves busts away from up the court. Drives in, gets the bump on the way through, and that should be 2 free throws for Braylon Reeves. And foul whistled as his second on the team. Foul whistled on Anderson. Braylon Reeves up at the free throw line. First one's good. And it'll be Bauman checking back in. A rather, well, I don't see a lot of subbing like that. A schizophrenic substitution pattern for the Trojans so far. Strom got to fling it up the court. On the way with it, it is Bauman. Bauman trying to get down to Begner. Out in the corner, 3 on the way, no good. Rebound chased in the corner, and it'll be Cyclone basketball. Reeves ready to trigger. Into Barkley. Barkley quickly up to McClure. To the bounce, picked up her dribble, needs some help in the backcourt. And we'll have a timeout called on the floor. We'll step aside and thank some of our very fine sponsors, such as MTC Communications. Having slow, unreliable internet just doesn't cut it in 2026. MTC Communications offers lightning-fast, reliable fiber internet, video phone service, and camera systems in the Hancock, McDonough-Hancock, Henderson County areas. Visit mtc.crowdfiber.com to check your availability. This West Prairie game stream made possible by McDonough Telephone's fiber internet. Buffering means suffering. And kick slow Wi-Fi to the curb. Connect your home with MTC's fiber internet to get blazing fast Wi-Fi speeds or speeds up to 1 gig. Sign up online at mtcfiber.net. We'll be back here, a little bit of what you'd call corn fusion out in the corner there. The Cyclones have to bring it up. And they'll tell you, always keep your dribble. The minute you give that dribble up, you become an easy target. Kelly into Reeves. Reeves trying to go up the far sideline and is bumped and blocked and fouled by Bauman. Got to give a little way there. That is the 3rd on the team. 11-7 lead here for West Prairie. 3:48 left to go in this second quarter. Again, a little bit of an abbreviated game. Inbounds, bounced into McClure, couldn't handle it, and lost it out of bounds. Strom, now work it up to Begner. Begner working on Barkley. Comes up to Anderson. Anderson has the pass tip. Barkley trying to give chase to it, and Begner gets it in the backcourt. Brings it back up, lets the dribble up the near side. Kick out, shot on the way, and no good. Hard off the backboard, off the rim by Conley. Now she'll work it out there as they tipped it out to her. Tries to set up the offense. Driving on the near side on McClure. Gives it out to Bauman. Bauman trying to set herself. Cut off. Over to Anderson. Anderson a fake. Try to drive lane. She'll put it up way off the shot backboard. Nice save by Kelly. And Reeves will have it. Braylon Reeves looking to come up the court here on the near side. Barkley made a nice catch. Over to McClure. McClure in the lane to Stanberry. Stanberry trying to dribble down. Lost the handle on it. And they'll kick it out. It'll be kicked off of Anderson or Conley and out of bounds. Charlie Kindheart will check back in. And she'll replace Ashlyn Kelly. Barkley heading into the backcourt. We'll pick it up there. Back to Reeves, and they'll have a little bit of an advantage break here. Reeves bounces out to McClure. Gives to Kindheart. Kindheart catches, hands to Stanberry. Stanberry down the lane. Pull up, out to Kindheart. Puts the shot on the way, no good. Pulled down there, and on the way in a hurry is Anderson, rather. Picks up her dribble, bounces out top for Strom. Strom looking to head in the lane, switches over. Nice pickup by Charlie Kindheart on the switch. And Addie Stanberry's down with it. Stanberry quickly up to McClure. McClure into Charlie Kindheart, out to Reeves. Reeves wheeling around. Pull up for the 15-footer. Good off the glass. Bank is always open and makes it 13-7 with a minute 55 and rolling here. Begner right down the lane, and that one she's going to be fouled by Barkley. Tried to reach over from behind. And that'll put Begner up at the free throw line for 2. Free throw up and on the way, no good. Coulter back in as Conley will go out. Also Kendall Nelson back into the game. Second one on the way, and Begner gets 1 of 2. Checking in for her is Grace Kelsey. Into Reeves. Braylon Reeves working up the court here. Kicks it over to McClure. McClure picks up her dribble. Up to Kindheart. Charlie Kindheart holds it above her head. Now dribbles a little bit with it. Picks up her in the lane to Stanberry. Stanberry wheeling. Needs a little help. Back out to Kindheart. Over to Reeves. They'll set it up here. Swinging back. A minute 25 left to go in the second quarter. Out to Stanberry. Over to Reeves. Reeves looks to drive lane. Nice stop and pop. Won't get it to go. Kindheart had the rebound for a second. Tipped out to Reeves. She'll drive in and fouled on the way through. And Braylon Reeves up to the free throw line. Shoot a pair. First one's up. No good. And checking in is Tinley Smith. Ready's the second one. Up and on the way. It is no good, and the rebound snapped up there by Smith. It's into the game. Worked out there for Coulter. Coulter across half court. Gets the screen. Now dives toward the lane. Pulls up her dribble. Lobs up. And that one going to be up. Couldn't quite gather it in as Bauman tried to gather it and couldn't get it. And it'll be Cyclone ball here for the last 56 seconds of this second quarter. Stanberry looking in, bounces into Kindheart. Kindheart right back to Stanberry. Stanberry will dribble, pick it up. Get off to Nelson. Nelson dribble down to Kindheart. Kindheart up and fouled. Nice job by Charlie Kindheart. And she'll go to the free throw line. Sets herself there. First one's a little hard off the back of the rim. No good. To set herself up for number two. Free throw up. Bounce in, hits. 14-8 lead for the Cyclones. They pick it up in the backcourt and work it up now. Dribbling down the side. Smith. Shot no good. Rebound fought for. And Coulter, that one a little bit long. Rebound by Reeves. Double teamed right there. Tried to throw it off somebody's leg. Fight for it on the floor. And actually going to have a foul. They're going to whistle that foul on Bauman for the reach, and that is the 15th foul, so we'll walk all the way the other way for a couple of free throws here by Braylon Reeves. And misses the first. Coming back in is Conley. And ready's the second one. Reeves up and in and good on number two. And makes it 15-8, 20 seconds left. Cyclones, Ken Nelson looking to apply a little pressure out top. Doing a nice job there. Screen. And need a little help. They drive down the lane. No good. Rebound tip. And Stanberry's out of there with it. Tried to bounce it to McClure. And on the inline, it'll be over to the Trojans. 8.8. Plenty of time to work and get a good shot. Waiting in the corner. Now works it up. Coulter with it and just basically threw it or had it tapped by Nelson. Coulter going to trigger it in from the sideline. 4.9 seconds left. Time to get a couple dribbles in. And they'll bring it out top for Conley. Shot is no good. And the rebound, got her on rebound. Shoots on the way. No good. At the end of one half of play, it is West Prairie 15 and the Trojans 8 right here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. And we are back here at a half. I want to thank more of our very fine sponsors here, like your Country Financial agent, Brett Powell. Your farmers, your legacy is a leading farm insurer. Country Financial is here to help protect it. Call Brett Powell, your local country rep, at 309-652-3889 for a free quote today. Located in the heart of Walnut Grove and in business since 1974, Ryden Farm Supply can meet all your needs for LP seed, fertilizer, and farm chemicals. Their LP service is unmatched in this area, and as a customer, they will take care of you. Give them a call today at 309-772-3121. For all your local news, subscribe to the Community News Brief Weekly Edition, mailed directly to your home every Friday. That's an option. You can also receive Monday and Wednesday editions by email. All of this for only $42 per year or $38 per year if you're age 65 or older. Single copies can be purchased at select locations in Bushnell, Colchester, and Blandonsville. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH Events. Live on the big screens. Join your friends at JoJo's located at 776 North Cole Street, Bushnell. We'll set the lineups for you. Salverson, Begner. And a quick three up there by Conley. And it tipped out of bounds. That'll bring Coulter to bring it in bounds. Also joined by Smith. Looking for Begner, cutting through. Nope, finds Salverson. Salverson up, in and good. So the Trojans make it 15-10 as Reeves brings it in a hurry across the timeline. Waite picks it up, lobs it to Barkley. It is Reeves, Barkley, Stanberry, Kelly, and McClure on the floor here. Reeves as Begner tap it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Cyclones. She'll trigger in. Waits, looks at McClure going through. Had Kelly bounce into McClure. McClure into tapped away from behind by Smith. And now Conley on the way with it. Conley pounding it across the timeline. Tries to go past McClure. Has it batted, lost the handle. He said white, and pointed to the black basket. Well, he certainly fooled everybody. I'll give him that. Inbounds comes, shot no good. Rebound Salverson out of there with it. Out to Conley, who resets her feet, hits the sports corner three. And it is 15-13. Madison McClure up the court, lobs it over to Reeves. Reeves dribbling toward the near side, drives lane, puts up the short floater, and good. Nice job by Braylon Reeves. Short floater makes it 17-13, 4-point advantage for the Cyclones. Begner bouncing out to Conley. She'll put up another three and got it. Ring it up. Cuts the lead down to 17-16 as the Trojans putting on some pressure. Begner chasing McClure up the near sideline. Tried to bounce it into Stanberry. Stanberry will work it down and traveled with it. Inbounds to Begner. Begner will bring it up here for the Trojans. Pick for a screen from Salverson. Out to Conley. Another three. Yes, indeed. Three in a row at 19-17. They take the lead. Barkley coming back the other way, working on Coulter. And they're going to whistle an offensive foul on Liv Barkley. That's her third. Interesting call there. Kind of what you maybe call incidental contact if we were in the NFL. And now Conley down the lane, puts it up, no good. Fight for it underneath. Kelly down with it. Out to Barkley on the fly. Barkley driving in the lane, goes up on Begner, puts it up and in and good. Liv Barkley with a short floater makes it 19-19. Out of Begner. Begner right down the lane, driving on Stanberry, puts it up and in and good. And we're tied at 21. Tied at 19. Reeves up with it, dribbling up the court now, drives in, runs into Salverson. And for those of you wondering at home, Salverson does have right to that position, 21-19. And we've got a push whistled. And Eddie Stanberry whistled for the personal there. Bouncing into Conley. Conley chased by McClure. Pumps another three. Got it! 4 threes in this quarter. And she has come alive. Jade Conley. Reeves up the far sideline. 24-19. Largest lead for Elmwood. Reeves in. Fouled on the way through. Either on Begner or Salverson. It'll be on Begner, and Braylon Reeves will be up at the free throw line. Reeves, free throw, no good. Substitutions as coming in will be Strom, also Anderson. And Braylon Reeves will set herself at the free throw line. Second one's no good. Kelly the rebound, trying to make room under there, throws it up. Barkley gets it, and now holds it. Now puts up the three, won't go. Rebound tipped, and out of, well, nearly out of bounds. Barkley grabs it down, puts it up, can't get it to go. Rebound tipped again. Kelly has it. She'll put it up, can't get it. And Begner out of there with it. Begner dribbling up, and that one she'll lose out of bounds. 24-19, 3:35 left to go in this third quarter. Strom going to come in, replacing Begner. And they're going to pressure on the inbounds here. Into Barkley. Barkley looking to dribble on Coulter. Now escapes her. Actually, that's not Coulter, that is Bauman. Picks up her dribble on the near side. And now fighting lane, they're going to whistle jump ball. Kind of a quick pull on that jump ball call. Kendra Nelson in, she'll replace Liv Barkley. Kelly in for McClure. She'll put up the three, no good. Stanberry had the rebound, snatched out of there by Anderson. And they'll come up the court looking for Conley on the far side. As Strom brings it out to Anderson. Bounces over and works it out for Bauman. Bauman looking to go on Reeves. Out for Coulter. She'll put it on the bounce. Dribble on McClure. Pull it up. Bounce in the lane. Now out. Go up. Won't get it to go. Stanberry the rebound. And Addie Stanberry up with it. Dribble it up the lane. Coming in the air. Puts it up. Won't get it to go. Rebound fought for. And Coulter's out of there with it. Up to Strom. Strom for Conley and puts it in and good. They extend the lead to 26-19. Ashlyn Kelly will dribble. Picks it up. Comes over to Stanberry. Kelly with it. Over to McClure. McClure drives baseline. Cut off there. Bounces out for Stanberry. And Stanberry gets bumped and fouled by Anderson. As a second on the team. Charlie Kindhart will check back in as Kelsey will check back in. Now they're ready here. Kindhart looking, needs some help. Finally lobs it out there, and McClure, nice job to come get it. To Reeves, sets herself, shot on the way, and good. The long two for Braylon Reeves, first score for the Cyclones in quite a while. Been a 7-0 run by Elmwood. They lost it in the corner. It'll be West Prairie basketball. Reeves will bring it inbounds. Into Nelson. Nelson looks to go up the sideline, slows up, back to Reeves. Now she'll come across the far side of the timeline. Looks to go near side. Gives to McClure. McClure picks up a dribble, bounces into Stanberry. Stanberry tied up there. And a nice job by Kelsey to slide in and tie it up. Jump ball. Possession arrow stays with Elmwood. 26-21. They're trying to decide whose ball it is. And it will be Elmwood basketball as they'll bring it into Strom. And Kelsey has had Conley's had quite the quarter. 4 threes in the quarter. Strom dribbles in the lane. Nice job. Finds Coulter underneath. Missed the shot. Fight for the rebound. And Kindart out of there with it. Up to Reeves. Reeves chased. Now pulls it out. Chased by Bauman. Over to Nelson. Nelson wheeling out top for Stanberry. Hold, nearly had it picked by Kelsey and traveled. Got her to kind of bounce it up about shoulder high and traveled with it. Coulter in quickly across half court to Strom. Strom trying to take Stanberry off the dribble. Nearly lost the handle, got it back and puts it up. She'll be fouled inside. 26-21. Minute left to go here in this third quarter. And now they'll bring it out here. Layla Strom at the free throw line. Free throw on the way. It is no good. Ready's the second one. And second one's no good. Rebound Stanberry down with it. Out to Reeves. 50 seconds, whirl the time. Braylon Reeves dribbling it up there. Wheels down the lane, goes to put it up. Blocked. Leave Kelsey away with it. Now Coulter dribbling it up. Working on McClure here out top. Drives down the far side, right through the lane, up and in and good. Makes it 28-21. Got the score on the wrong place there. Sorry about that. 28-21. Reeves up the far side, nearly lost it. Comes to Nelson, lost the handle. Picked up, and they've got a run out. As Bauman on the run, chased by McClure, goes up, puts it up and in, and Elmwood starting to pull away in this one. It's 30-21. Into McClure. She'll dribble up the near sideline. Pull it up there with 2 seconds with one. Reeves puts it up. Nope, no good at the end of 3 quarters of play. 30-21. 9-point lead for Elmwood right here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Every McDonough District Hospital sports medicine and rehabilitation patient receives one-on-one appointment times with a licensed staff member. They develop a personalized recovery and treatment plan to turn your setback into a comeback. We offer physical and occupational therapy, vestibular rehabilitation, speech-language pathology, cardiac and pulmonary rehabilitation, dry needling, and pelvic floor therapy. MDH, your community physical therapy partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
And we are back here. Need to thank some more of the fine folks making our broadcast possible, like Rosie's Pizza. They offer something for everyone with pasta sandwiches and, of course, pizza. Dine in or carry out at 458 East Main Street in Bushnell. They also deliver to Good Hope, Adair, and all points in between. For delivery, call 309-772-2101. Bushnell's only furniture store, M&B Furniture, is a mainstay in the community. Offers free delivery within 40 miles. For everything you need to furnish your new home or replenish an old one, stop and see the fine folks at 481 West Main Street, or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or the web at www.mnbfurnitureinc.com. You can also call them at 309-772-2111. Reeves brings it up here, joined here by McClure, also Nelson, Stanberry, Kindart. On the floor for West Prairie, McClure dribble out to Kindart to Nelson. Nelson tried to get it down to Stanberry, couldn't get it in there. Cross courts it to Reeves. Back to Nelson, out to Stanberry. Waits for somebody, couple of dribbles. Picks it up, throws it out to Reeves. Reeves dribbles on Coulter. picked up her dribble, in trouble, and it's batted away. Reeves able to gather it in, dribbles to Kindhart, over to Stanberry. Over to Reeves. Nearly had it taken, up to McClure. McClure dribbles baseline out to Kindhart. Down to 6 minutes left to go in the game. Reeves dribbles, loops it up, no good. Rebound kicked out, and it is Strom on the run. Sorry, yeah, Strom dribbles down, puts it up and in and good. It makes it 32-21. Over to Reeves. Reeves looks to work, working up the sideline. Coming out for McClure. McClure out to Kindhart. Kindhart going to hold above her head as that pass stolen away. As Bauman rolls in the lane, layup is up and in and good. And the Trojans pulling away in this one, 34-21. 13-point lead. They bring it up, tried to bring it up. Charlie Kindhart off her leg and out of bounds. And another turnover on West Prairie. Elena Phelps will check in. Addie Stanberry will go out. Chloe Cutzinger in and Madison McClure out. Coulter up to Bauman. Quickly over for Conley. Conley a bounce, gives it to Kelsey. Puts it up, no good. Reeves the rebound. And she'll take it out of there. 34-21, lead is 13. And if you're counting at home, folks, since it was 19-19, it has been a 15-2 run for the Elmwood Trojans. Phelps will trigger it inbounds. Into Cutzinger. Chloe Cutzinger, three on the way. Nope, no good. A little long. And Coulter's down with it. You see Conley calling for the basketball. As Conley travels, Phelps kind of threw a hand out there trying to slow her down. Into Reeves. Reeves. They're going to come down to Nelson. Nelson looks to drive baseline. Caught and taken away up to Phelps. Phelps tried to put it up, couldn't get it to go. Now we'll have some substitutions, wholesale substitutions. Smith, Anderson, Salverson, and Begner in for the Trojans, keeping Coulter with them. And they'll trigger it in. Into Cutzinger, quickly up to Nelson. Nelson sets herself, three on the way, no good. Phelps the rebound. And they're going to call that double dribble. Yep, she gathered it and double dribbled. And now they'll bring it up here. Begner. Cutzinger picks her up out top. Swing, Begner down to the corner. Smith on the way with the shot, no good. Salverson there for the board. Missed it, puts it up again, can't get it to go, and Kenda Nelson able to rip it away. She'll take off up the court. Nelson in the lane as it's batted out by Anderson. But a nice job nonetheless. Cyclones will bring it inbounds once again. 4 minutes left to go here in the game and try to get it into Cutzinger. And Begner able to take it. Now turns it over. And we'll step aside as well. This is TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH.
Whether it's an emergency situation or an outpatient scan, McDonough District Hospital's radiology department offers the test you need right here in Macomb. If you need an MRI, a CT scan, ultrasound, x-ray, a bone density scan, or to schedule an annual mammogram, our experienced radiology staff will provide high-quality, compassionate care. McDonough District Hospital, your community radiology partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
So what is it now?
And we are back here.
H-U-L,
36-21 is the lead
E-T-T.
now.
Case.
They're going back to work here.
Space.
And
P-U-B-L-I.
that,
P-U-B-L-I.
Yep. P-R-O.
P-R-O.
Yep.
and
And then space.
Will helping
LLC.
one of the folks in the gym
Well,
getting everything together. So for the last 3:56, Cyclones got to put a ton of points on the board again. It's been a 15-2 run As Anderson brings it up, Nelson gives her chase. Dribbles down, bounces out to Salverson. Salverson, Phelps all over. Fell down with it. And a jump ball called. Possession arrow stays with Elmwood. Now they'll trigger it again. Anderson triggering in from the sideline. Trying to get it into Begner. Begner working on Cutzinger. Dribbles it on out there to Salverson. Salverson over to Reeves. Reeves with Coulter. Nice fill in by Kindhart. Begner on the way with it. Goes up. Can't get it to go. Fight for it underneath. And Phelps able to tie it up. Possession will be West Prairie. Now Reeves will bring it in to Cutzinger. She'll work on Begner. Out to Nelson. Nelson looking to drive in the lane. Anderson will pull it out of there and try to come up the sideline. Stop there, and now out to Begner as they'll work it the other way. Cutzinger trying to get it Begner, and a travel call. Been kind of a oddly up and down game. Now Cutzinger working up. 3 minutes left to go here in this JV game. Kenda Nelson, a bounce out to Phelps. Out to Nelson. She cuts through, gives it over to Cutzinger on the near side. Looks to dribble down. Begner able to take it away from her. And works out of there with it, coming up the floor. Kindart, nice job picking her up. They work it out. Salverson out to Coulter. 3 on the way, no good. Rebound. Anderson down. And now they'll work it out. Coulter down toward the far side over for Begner. Begner driving on Cutzinger and picked up, fouled by Kindhart. And now they'll put Begner up to the free throw line. 2:31 left to go here in the game. Free throw up and no good. Go hard off the back of the iron. And second one on the way. Good. Begner will come out, as coming in for her will be Bauman. Back they will come the other way. 35-21. Phelps with it out top with Salverson on her. Dribbles toward the near side, come down to the baseline, goes underneath the basket. Out to Kindhart. Kindhart over to Cutzinger. Cutzinger dribbles, puts up the shot, gets it to go. The long two by Chloe Cutzinger. 35-23. They roll under 2 minutes. Coulter dribbling out top on Reeves down the lane. Right over to Leslie, trying to get out of there. And off the hands of Charlie Kindhart and out of bounds. Kelsey going to come back in for the Trojans. Salverson out. They'll bring it in underneath the far side of the free throw lane. Smith puts it up and in, kind of bounced off of a Cutzinger. 37-23. As Cutzinger up, tried to get it into Kindhart, out to Nelson. Nelson waits and holds through it, and Kelsey able to slide in there and take it. And able to bat it away. Strom will come back in. And now they're ready to throw it in here as Coulter looks to wait. Has Leslie in the corner. Up for Bauman. Now back over as they work at the Coulter. Tipped away by Reeves. They'll gather it back in. Gonna dribble down and whistle a push on Reeves. 1:27 left to go here in this JV game. Looking, coming in to Smith, out to Bauman. Bauman's shot is good. (37-23). Cyclones going back to work here. They work down a minute. Reeves dribbling on the near side, pulls it up. Out for Phelps. She'll dribble near side. Looks to go down. waits and throws it off the foot of Smith. Smith's toes are going to feel that in about 2 days. Now they look to bring it in bounds. Need some help. Fires it out for Nelson. Nelson, shot on the way, no good. Rebound tipped around, and it's Kelsey out of there with it. And going to whistle a reach in on Phelps on the outside. Coulter lobs it in. Actually, the Bauman lobs it in to Coulter. Kelsey out top with it. Work it around. And Phelps going to commit the third one. Not exactly how she was taught to play that, but we'll talk about that later. Inbounds comes to Kelsey now. Dribbling around. Fires it out. Cutzinger and ear steal. Now they lob it down low for Leslie. Shot is good. Got it to go off glass. 39-23, 25 seconds left. Cutzinger brings it up. Over to Nelson. Nelson trying to get into Kindhart. Does. And they're going to whistle that a jump ball. Inbounds comes from Phelps into Cutzinger. She'll put the Sports Corner 3 on the way. Little bit off the mark, and the rebound batted around. Pulled out of there by Coulter as Reeves gives her chase, and that will wrap it up. 39-23 is going to be the final score as the Trojans come back and a furious scoring frenzy to win this one 39-23. That will send us over into the varsity contest. What we're going to do here, folks, if you're new to how things go on TSSR, what we will do is we'll exit and then we'll be over to the varsity stream. So you have to go back out, go in on the varsity side of things. This has been TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.